Hello everyone, I'm Psychotic, and that's also my screen name. We are back with episode 37 of our Medieval Dynasty Let's Play. If you learn anything useful today, or if you have a good time, please don't be afraid to drop a like. If you're feeling friendly, maybe go ahead and subscribe. But either way, let's go ahead and get started loading in. Alrighty, here we go. So I did spend all of the rest of spring and most of summer doing the flatbread. So that was kind of a pain in the arse. I think what we're going to do is we're going to restructure some stuff and try to get that as automated as possible. I think that's our new goal here. I also made some other things. If you look, I guess not the hats. What's it, 29? Henbane, okay. 140 on iron bars. We might have to help those out a little bit. Our limestone's coming along well. As you can see, we did get the harvest for the flax finished, so that helps a little bit as well. That's still giving us a little bit of a problem as far as manufacturing. So we've got the linen thread, we have 224, and I tried to leave enough. You can see we have a shit ton of simple shoes, but I tried to leave enough flax for... Flax is up an F because I don't know my alphabet. So I tried to leave enough for them to keep functioning on that. Also, if we look down here at the bottom, I made a crap ton of wooden vials, which is going to hopefully help us with our tech for our building over here. Towards our tavern. So we're a decent ways past the sewing hut 2 now, or sewing hut 3 rather. So we're aiming for down here in the tavern. So one of the things that I did want to set up today, I guess we really don't need the hammer for this, is I want to get our orchard set up. So from some of the reading that I had done, apparently us setting up our fields as the 10 by 10s was actually ideal, because that will nicely fit a 5 by 5 orchard. So we're going to need 25 partial saplings, or 25 saplings for it. Now, there doesn't seem to be much like everything else in this game. The money-making consensus seems to be kind of up in the air as far as what to make in your orchard for money. So I decided that until we have an idea on the numbers, at which point we can hopefully change it, but until we have the numbers, we are going to go off of the cherry trees, because I feel like they are the prettiest model, and Lord knows our village could use some pretty. So I think that's what we're going to go with for our orchard, is cherry. So we're going to need to buy 25 cherry saplings. I'm not entirely sure how many cherry saplings they carry. So we'll have to, we may have to visit more than one person. And I have no idea how expensive they are. I imagine they are not cheap. Seeds are not cheap, and these are more than seeds, so we shall see. Get some extra nightshade, apparently. Should probably pick this nightshade before I destroy it forever. Yeah, I know. I need you to hold some logs, buddy. We are also going to restructure our animals because we are getting out of hand with things that we have for animals that are not making us as much money as I had hoped. We're going to get rid of our cows. As much as I hate to do it, I think we're actually going to get rid of the donkey shed and sell off Donkey just to get that building supply back. He's been our buddy for a very long time, and I really wanted to let him actually die of old age. You know what we might do? We won't sell Donkey. Ooh, barn 3. Excellent. We won't sell Donkey. What we'll do is we will, I don't know if we'll be allowed to keep him or not without a donkey shelter. Probably not. But we will actually sell off all of the other donkeys and destroy the shelter and see if it lets him wander aimlessly around the village. If it does, then we'll just keep him that way until he croaks. At least he'll be free and wild. I mean, he's always been kind of wild, but, you know, actually wild now. And even if we lose money on Donkey, I don't really care. He deserves to be free. Because he was a good friend. But that's our plan insofar as I have made one for today. So right now we're just clearing out an area to put that orchard up. And getting more logs that we really don't need. But that's alright. I'm sorry I'm starting a little bit late today. I was running behind when I was running some errands and did not get everything done in the time I had expected to. I did get the 2 videos that I promised a while back up, though, for the resources. So I got one with math and one without math. So those are up and running if anybody wants to take a peek at them. Maybe drop a like. Spread them far and wide so that people can actually learn. I don't know. There's so many conflicting entries about what to make for money that I feel like that was necessary. Because it's kind of hard to argue with math. Also down in the descriptions on those, I placed a text version, so if people need to refer to it for reference, they can. And the shorter version's just there, again, for reference, so that you don't have to sit through all of the math to figure out whatever you were trying to figure out. Can I please remove that stump? Thank you. I don't know if that one's going to need to go or not. Looks like not. Alright, so let's get this set up. Okay, so we're going to go to farm and orchard. So I'm guessing if they said that a 10 by 10 matches up perfectly, I'm assuming that these are 2 by? Yeah, it looks that way. 2, 3, 4, and 5? Yep, they are 2 by. Perfect. Oh, and we still need to grub them up with a hoe, so that's the thing that we're going to have to do. Don't you just hate when you get grubby hoes? That was off color. I apologize. Let's see. There we go. Well, at least it does the whole tile in one go, so there's only 25 of these to deal with. Oh, it looks like it's straight to seed, too, so that you don't have to throw down any manure. So that's exciting. Apparently these are very, very low maintenance, from what I was reading. I guess we'll find out shortly. It's expected to take about 5 seasons before we get any actual produce from them. But that's okay because that gives us time to get our tavern. So that works out. And then we have it. So we can go and put this guy back and get a bag. And we're going to have to go and buy some cherry saplings. But that's okay because we have some stuff that we need to sell anyway. So I think that'll work out for the best. Because we're probably going to have to visit more than one place to get enough saplings for what we're trying for. So... Iron scythe. Or not scythe, hoe. Iron hoe. There it is. Alright, and we grabbed our bag. Now if we do one of these, we should be able to transfer to character. All of them. Yes. And now you should be able to move a little bit better. Yeah, there we go. I'm also thinking about pulling the stable closer into the town. I mean, if we're going to remove the other parts, the donkey stable and all that, we may as well go ahead and bring it in while we're at it. And all those logs that I used, and we just got them all back. That is rather frustrating. So yeah, we only have 200 kilograms left. So we're going to have to do something. Back up to 500 logs. This is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Alright, door. Work with me here. Please? Okay, so let's put this rot that we've got in here. Okay. And so I think what we're going to do is, because we're going to remove the cows, so we're going to take everybody off of cheese. And I think we're going to try to put them on flatbread, and next season I will not try to cook all the damn flatbread myself. We will try to let them do as much of it as possible just for ease of access. Do you guys need shorn? Not quite yet, I don't think. It's really hard to tell with the sheepies. Ah, they do. I need to do something with the geese too, though. We are getting too many eggs. But I don't want to automate scrambled egg production because I don't want the villagers eating it, because then they'll drink more water. I would rather have them eating the pottage, especially since we have the pottage geared to give them enough food for themselves. So I think we're going to have to do something a little different with our geese, even if we just remove some of them, because we are producing way more eggs than we can reliably use. And we will work with this wool when we get back. I just want to get, because it's based on seasons, and this is the last day of summer, and we're going to have to wait for 5 seasons, I want to get that orchard set up sooner rather than later. And my scissors just broke. That's okay, because we still have some that they haven't sold. Doop. Suppose we could have grabbed an iron pair and just left these for sale, but that's alright. They're making us money this way as well. Okay, is that everybody? I think we can check through the management screen. Yep, that's everybody. Okay, so let's go put this in here. And then we will grab some of this junk for sale. Oh, no, 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 no. Ooh, put some coinage in there. Okay. Well, 80. That's good. That's real good. I am very happy with that. Okay, so hats are up to 4. Let's take 3 of them. We'll leave 1 for them to sell. Leather, we could always make more shoes, but I want to get this done today. So I don't want to be running around all over God's green earth. We're going to take all but like 2 of these. The stone knives we can probably leave. And the wooden vials, let's take, I don't know, 500? That sounds good. That way we're slow but not immobile. Do I not have arrows equipped? Why do I not have arrows equipped? So we have 4 iron arrows. Where's our poisoned iron arrows? Oh, I had poisoned bolts equipped, that's why. Yep. So we're going to put this bucket with 1 use left. I did not realize when I was putting buckets back that it only had 1 use on it. And we will grab one of these that's got 10. Looks like there's some cheese to be made as well. You know what, we should probably actually make the cheese before we leave and sell it as well. Just because there won't be any going forward. So there's 1, 2, and 8. And wow, that actually worked out fairly well. Except for that part. Shit. What can we drop? Simple shoes? It's only 6 kilograms. That's not a lot. Let's drop the wooden vials. There we go. We'll pick those back up here in a minute. Oh, look at that. They left the pot open for me. Excellent. Yeah, I would really, really like to get these guys working on doing the flatbread for me, because it took it took a full season to process the rye. Because we were halfway through, no, it took more than a full season. No, we were halfway through spring. And we were halfway through summer at the end of it, so that's horrendous. And as long as we have somebody refilling the waters, we should be fine. And since we're going to pull these guys off of cheese, we're going to have quite a bit of production available. And once we remove the cows, we're going to have some extra farmers for the barn for the threshing process. So I think this is going to work out in our favor. I really do. And at this point, we're all about streamlining. The other thing is cooking gives us points towards our tavern that we need desperately. We need those points desperately. But they're not cooking the cheese appropriately, so we're actually stalling out quite a bit on that particular front, and I think having them do the flatbread will fix that. At least a little bit. We'll see how it shakes out. In worst case scenario, we can always revert. I won't tear down the fences right away. I'll leave the fences up. That way if we change our mind, we can just rebuild. I mean, the donkey shed we're not going to change our mind on. There's no reason to have them if we have horses. I really hope that it lets us have a random wandering donkey, though, until he passes. I don't think it will, but it might. So you have to have the donkey shed up before you can even buy a donkey. So I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen destroying it with a donkey left. But I can't bring myself to sell our buddy. I just can't. So I'm not even going to put this cheese and quarks into storage. We're just going to take them with us. I'll put the buckets back in storage for water use, but we're just going to hold on to the cheese and quarks and sell them as a matter of course while we go. We're going to have to get out of here very soon, though. The sun's starting to set. At least we know this horse can haul ass. Although not as well as a donkey. There's a pun in there, by the way. Da-da-da-da. Yeah, we're definitely doing the fast crafting and fast building on our next playthrough. That is definitely going to be a thing. I'm really hoping that by the time that we're done with the other Dynasty game, the Feudal Japan one, that Oxbow is out. That would make me infinitely happy, because that would give us a new map to play with as well. And I very, very much would like that. Yeah, oh, just barely. Alright, let's go get ourselves some cherry trees. Even if we don't get the full sale run done, I'll be happy with just the cherry blossom, or the cherry saplings. Let's do a quick save, just in case. That card always makes me nervous. We've never encountered bandits there, but there's a first time for everything. Okay, so our farmer is going to be the one that has the cherry trees. I think. I hope. Cherries would come from, the cook gal. Where are you going? There's a fence there, man. Well, he's got apple tree seedlings. Does he have cherry? He does. He has 10 cherry. And that's 1,800. Which, thankfully, we're going to get right back here. Yep, we just cleaned him out. That was anticlimactic. Goodbye. So we still need 15 more. So we're going to have to hit up at least 2 other farmers, I think. I know there's one in Gustovia, and I'm pretty sure there's one in the village to the north. Okay, hats. And... alright, quirks. Shoes? Oh, can't buy any shoes. Can you buy some flaxseed? You can. Thanks, Kinga. She's the same age we are. She starts the game at 18, just like we did. You can't marry her, though.
Hello, best goods in the valley.
Or at least when I tried to romance her, she was not interested. So I don't know if maybe that changes later, but either way, we have Erica. And Erica's awesome, so we don't really care.
Have a good day.
At least not for this playthrough. Whee! Nope, nope, nope. Swing and a miss. Alright, we're gonna try to just bum rush through these wolves. Oh, there's a camp. With wolves around it. Whee! I don't think they have a farmer here, but I would like to clean them out if we can before we carry on. So let's see, we've got simple shoes. She can take quite all of them.
Have a good day.
Minor.
How do you do? Let me show you my way.
So she'll buy the last of the shoes. And we still have a crap ton of vials, and, well, I guess not a crap ton of vials since we're out of them now. But we still have flaxseed as well.
What can I trade is in my nature.
So let's clear off the last of these so we don't have to scroll anymore. Do we have anything else that we could sell? No, I don't think we have anything else for sale. But you can tell by how many flax seeds we have just how much flax was planted. Alright, now we did find out last time that we can actually sprint this whole way with our current perk loadout and our equipment on our horse. So we're just going to flat sprint all the way up there and hope. So I know they have a farm. I don't know if they have a farmer, but I know they have a farm. I would be very surprised if they don't have a farmer with a farm. But weirder things have happened. We may have to cut to Gustovia and skip these other towns if they don't. Honestly, even if they do, provided we can't get our 15 cherry saplings from them. So we need 25 total. And we bought 10, so we only need 15. Could you not be on the trail, please? Whoa! Farmer? Ah, poop. They have an herbalist and a pig farmer.
Welcome. Only goods of the highest.
Oh, no! No, he's got other stuff. Okay. So we're up to 20.
It was nice.
Pig farmer. No. Stop and talk to her, please. I hit E like 3 times and none of them took. The spacing was just all wrong.
Hello. Best goods in the valley.
Okay, we only need 5 more. So let's run to Gustovia. I don't know if we're going to make it in time, but we're going to try. So I really want to get all of that set up before the season changes, because we need 5 seasons before we even start getting a harvest. And I believe summer is the harvest time anyway, so we're going to miss out on a harvest if we don't get this done. We might miss out on it anyway, because 5 is not 4, and 4 is a year. Well, let's see, 1 will put us in fall, winter, spring, summer. Yeah, summer puts us at 4. So we're going to miss it anyway. But still, the sooner we get it up, the better. It'll all work out. I have faith. I mean, it's not like we're not solvent. At this point, we're just accruing wealth. I mean, we've got enough to pay our taxes. And everybody's fed, everybody's watered, everybody's got heat. And everybody's got jobs for now. So, I mean, it's not like it won't be the end of the world. Well, he can't quite make it from the top northwest corner all the way to Gustovia in one go. We made it pretty close. We're only 300 meters away. But couldn't quite make it the whole way on a single sprint. Which one is the farmer? Oh, up here. You? No. No. Him. He's the farmer. We want to hit him first. Then we can hit the others. So we only need 5 this time. Oh, he's only got 8. Well. Alright, now we can hit up the other merchants here. Just for their cash.
Hello.
Nope, you are not who I thought you were. Are you him? You're him.
Okay. Only the best products here. Now I help you. Have a good
Kind of curious to see what we come out as at the end of this.
Hello there. My wares never disappoint. Have a good day.
Okay, so we still have her to hit up, and then the exotic salesperson.
How's life? My wares never disappoint.
And we're still going to have some flax seeds left. We could probably hit up the other villages, but we are not going to make it before they close for the season, so I mean, it is what it is. Alright, where is our exotic merchant? Are they not always here? Is it a sometimes merchant? Or are they just too far away for their icon to be showing up? Because they do hang out at the tavern, so they might not always be here. We might have just been really lucky. I'm gonna say they're not here right now. It's possible that I just didn't scour the village close enough, but I'm just going to assume that they're not here so we can get home. So I want to get these planted before midnight hits. And then we'll have cherry trees eventually. Hopefully about the same time that we actually get the tavern, the trees will come to fruit. I don't know if that's going to work out or not, but here's hoping. I want to go a little bit to the left here so we don't engage the wolfies. Right, like so. Alright, now I did grab a bag before we left, so we should be good to plant. I didn't equip it though, because why on earth would I think ahead? Okay, so we want orchard and we want cherry tree. And it looks like we don't have to do anything with it. This really is low maintenance. I'm just happy we found something to do with our last square for the 4 fields, and that it's low maintenance. Now we are going to try to make sure that we get the cherries rather than letting the NPCs do them, because much like the regular crops, we harvest more than they do because we put some points into it, and I feel like that might be important. We shall see. But the cherry trees are supposed to be the prettiest, so... And from what I was looking out of the pictures, I kind of agree. So this will give us a nice little pretty corner. And we shouldn't have to fertilize or any of that crap for them at all. It should all be handled for us. Well, they got through most of that field. So that's going to save us some heartache. We should probably finish off the field, to be completely honest. Just so that we can seed it and be done with it on in fall. I don't know why I went there. Oh, I need water! I'm getting really bad about ignoring the life-preserving aspects of the game. We've been so comfortable for so long that I have a terrible tendency to forget that I have to actually eat and drink stuff. Oh my god, that is so much water. And extra milk and cheese. Okay, so we need 6 of these to replace. So we're going to leave them on cheese until all of the cheese is sold, and then we're going to switch them to completely selling flatbread. So all flatbread will be sold, which just brings in extra income. But it's not a waste like having the cows is, because we're not actually losing anything by planting the field. In fact, we're gaining with the extra straw that we get and the like. So let's go ahead and... I want to grab the buckets out of there. We could milk the cows. I'm not really going to worry about it, though. Alright, seriously. We're going to have to unstuck our way into the building, I think. Work with me. What if we try from back here? Okay, what if we try facing the other way? Are you serious? We've never had this much of a problem unstucking into something before. I hate your face. Alright, you know what? Problem solved. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and sell off all of the cows, which is going to bring in quite a bit of money. I should. That's 2,400 and 2,400. So I think we actually made money on selling cows, to be completely honest. Now that is going to reduce our collectible manure, but that's really not a problem. We have so much manure. I mean, we've got almost 2,000 manure sitting in a corner in material storage because I needed it out of storage. So it's not going to hurt anything. Alright, so let's destroy everything. Now I am going to leave this fence up, like I said, just in case we change our mind later. I don't think we will, but it's never a bad idea to have that in place just in case. Now we should be able to take whoever was working there and put them elsewhere. I'm assuming it was Dagmara. So that's... Who else needs farm workers? We could put her in the barn. We could put her... Does the stable have somebody? The pigsty does. The stable does not. Let's put her in the stable for now. She's only a 4, so it's not a huge waste. I should probably reduce our goose population a little bit too. They are producing more eggs than I can consume by myself, so we'll get rid of some of the older ones here. We originally only had 1 adult goose, so we'll leave it at that and then let them breed back up, and we'll see how that works for us. Pigs, that's still a piglet, so we can't do anything with that. Sheep aren't going to hurt anything. We're going to let them be. I would love to build a second fold, but I don't want to take up the space. If you put lambs in the second fold, they will not eat any of your food or take up space here, and they will grow up even if they're starving, and then you move them back someplace useful. But honestly, we're making so much food at this point as well that I don't really think it's an issue. So we are not selling our donkey. We're just not gonna. I'm gonna sell that female though. Oh, cool. Diplomacy level. That's gonna help. So there's the last of our tax deduction. And then we can put the rest into... Oh, well, next time we level, we can put our further XP into Good Host, which is going to lower our mood reduction. Which hasn't really been an issue yet. So, I mean, that's why it wasn't priority. But it won't hurt to have. Hey, Tute. Oh! I did not know that. Apparently, I could have just punched a cow in the back of the head and they would have scattered. For animal rights reasons, I can understand why you would not condone that, but having lived around cows for the better part of a decade and a half, I can tell you that if you punched a cow, it's going to hurt you more than it hurts the cow. Fair enough. Yeah, if you hauled off and punched a cow in the head as hard as you can, it's going to cause more damage to your hand than it does their head. Just saying. Not that you should ever assault an animal, but yeah. Honestly, yeah, they're multi-ton animals, and you should be. You should be. It's like people that want to go cow tipping. No. Or make loud noises, startle them. Or the easiest way that I've seen with a lot of ranchers to get your cows to move is to throw some hay in the back of a pickup truck and drive, and they will follow you. I mean, they are not the brightest of animals, but they don't really have to be. Oh yeah, cows are extraordinarily stupid. Yep. I had a general manager when I was working for a company that she was dumb as a box of rocks, and I obviously won't use her name, but I actually called her the cow because she reminded me of a cow, and to me that was worse than calling somebody stupid. I mean, how can you trust an animal that picks its nose with its own tongue? And I mean, not like a dog where they get the mucus off of their tongue. They don't really have a choice, but like, no, they get all up in there with their tongue, and it's foul. Also, living next to a feedlot for so long made me really, really hate cows. Just absolutely. I don't believe any living creature should be tortured, but I also don't have much empathy for cows. Also, they're tasty. Wait, we still have rye grain left? I thought that I had used all of the rye grain to make... Shit. Oh no, that's for planting. That's for planting. It's the oat that if we had anything left, I did something wrong. Okay, I feel better now. We're almost to 400 grand. That is amazing. I'm so excited by that. So we have a little bit left for them to sell as for the food seller. Wait, do we have other people without? Nope, those are kids. So if we go into services and go into the food stall. Load, please. Thank you. So we will let them sell off the rest. Oh my god, there's so much honey. We will let them sell off the rest of the cheese. And then we will switch to 100% flatbread. The honey, I think we're just going to let accrue for now. The bucket of milk, I'm just going to take that and sell it, I think. That's so much flatbread. I guess they can eat honeycomb, so we can probably just leave it in there. That's not going to hurt anything. It does give water, too. Not much, but it does. Oh, we should get rid of this, though. But I want to start having the barns actually do the threshing for us. And have the cooks that were on cheese make the flatbread for us. So that I am not spending an entire full season dealing with our rye harvest. The downside is I'm still going to have to make the flour ourselves. Just because I don't want them to make all of the seed into flour. We're going to need some of it for replanting. That's the thing. So we're good on food. We're good on tools. That milk. I will, we'll let that spoil in our inventory. And then we can, or sour, rather, in our inventory. And then we can, sell the quarks. I think that's going to be the way to handle that. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a nap. Hello, wife. Event? Nope, no event. Quest for the kid or the wife? No. We do have a quest for somebody over here, though. Do you need a hammer? Is that what you're after? What's your errand about? Plants. You ran out of materials. Sure, why not? Leather and flax. We can get that easy enough. We might actually have it on us. Oh, the flax might be a problem. Because that's regular flax. And we have flax stock. Shit. Okay, how much leather? 6 leather. We're going to have to buy 3 flax for her. That's alright though. We can make that work. Yeah, our cabbage, we were getting low. We did need to replant this year. Oh shit. That is a lot of rot. You know what? You know what? That is a perfect time for our barn to handle it. So we're going to have you make fertilizer out of rot. Let's get that rot out of there, buddy. Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and take our scythe. I don't know how I got by with sickles now that I have a scythe. Like, they are so much better. There we are. I'm really thankful that villagers don't take damage from tools, because I would have beheaded like 6 kids by now. Because apparently this is a fucking thoroughfare for children. Okay, so this is fall, which means we want all of the fields to be rye. Like, all of them. I wish there was a way to, like, quick change all. I was going to not... Oh. Oh, okay. So yeah, you're still kind of early. Yeah, because I do the same things every year, and I really, really wish that there was a way to just have it set up. You know, I kind of have the same problem in a lot of games. The streaming has actually helped me with that, because I kind of had to stick with it. But I am notorious, particularly in survival games, for enjoying the early game, and thereby redoing it repeatedly. Trying out different starter locations, trying out different methods for optimization, etc. Okay, so let's go ahead and equip you. And we're going to need to equip you. I have a friend that's even worse than I am. We call it altaholics. Because we make alts in all kinds of games. Any game with classes, I do not consider the game beat until I have capped every class. Yeah. Well, yeah. Especially when games come out where you're like, oh, I've been waiting on that. I really want to play it. And then you come back later and you're like, I don't remember what I was doing, so it would be easier to start a new game. I've had several games like that. I need to... Because we're going to have some extra farmers. Yeah. Yeah. The worst games, though, like, you know, I played all of the Diablos except for the newest one. I haven't played 4 yet. And I have a max character of every class. I played Final Fantasy 11, and I played Final Fantasy 14, and I had every class to cap. I played WoW, and I had every class to cap. I played Aeon, and I had every class to cap. It's the worst ones, though. The absolute worst games are ones like Titan Quest, where you have two classes, and depending on the combination of 2 classes that you pick, it gives you a 3rd class, because I had to actually level, before I was satisfied, every single possible class combination. It was absolutely terrible. The only game that I can remember not actually doing every single possible class style... Yeah. Yeah, I haven't gone that far yet. But the only game that I didn't actually get one of each class up to cap was EverQuest, the original EverQuest. Did you start playing the new version of it? The one that came out, Reborn or whatever it was? As I got that and roped one of my friends into playing it with me. They did a pretty decent job on it. I mean, it was broken as shit when it first came out, but once they got it fixed, it definitely hits the nostalgia button. I remember I had Diablo 1 on PlayStation 1 as well as PC. I also remember making chain lightning wizards and my friends getting super pissed when we would LAN because I would open a door and cast chain lightning and inevitably kill people. But I remember fighting the butcher. I used to have the poem for the Halls of the Blind memorized, the entry. That's how often I had played that game. I had the actual poem that they had at the beginning. The eye is milky white, etc., etc. At one point, I had that entire thing memorized. I even had the expansion on PC when they added the monk and the insects. You know, I played the crap out of 3, and I got all the classes to max, but it didn't really feel like a Diablo game to me. It was too arcadey. It had some of the aspects, but it just wasn't the same. It felt like it was designed for console. And I mean, I had it on console and PC, but it felt like it was definitely designed for console. Yeah. Oh my god, the necromancer lines were hilarious. Because, you know, everybody else, you had the barbarian and the help me, and everybody's help was different, except the necromancer one was the only one that sounded fucking terrified. Help me. Volcano druids. I played necromancer a lot because I didn't play often with in multiplayer. I did sometimes, and I played with a couple of specific friends. And I played once or twice on the Battle.net, but I wasn't really a multiplayer kid back then. Well, I wasn't a kid, but you know what I mean. So I mostly played by myself, so I wound up as the necromancer more often than not. Leap barbarian and teleport wizard were pretty handy too. Especially when you got to Telrash's tomb, the teleport and leap just made easy work of that. Should have kept the damaged bags out. Oh, well. We doing oat? No, we're doing rye. Did I not keep back rye for over here? I didn't. I apparently did not put rye away for over here. That could be a problem. I might have to go buy some rice seed. Yeah, that could very well be a problem because they're going to need rye for their fields. And how much rye do we have? Yep, there's only 300. I didn't keep back the 50 for myself. Shit. Oh, and our storage is full. You know what, we should really make some iron knives just to get some of this iron knocked down and sell those off. I gotta do something though. This is... Okay, so let's take... I'll take like 1,000 of these. Well, I won't be able to move. We're gonna need the horse. Thankfully, this dude up here sells seeds, and I completely forgot to grab those. But that'll alleviate some of the weight if I take some of these vials with us. At least 100 kilograms. We're gonna have to do something here soon, though. Right, oats, and... So let's take 100 of these. Or 1,000. 1,000's 100. Let's see if we can get away with, like, 1,200. And then we'll put the oats in. Yeah, it'll let us get away with that. Yeah, the storage is a little frustrating. And you can make it bigger by building more. When the game first released, before it came out as a 1.0 version, they did not allow you to increase your storage that way, but now they do.
How can I? Whatever you need, I've got it. Help you. Have a good day.
Wait, where is... Oh, she must be the quest person.
Hail, friend.
What do you need? How much wool does she need? Because she sells wool, so we'll just buy it from her and give it back to her. Journal. Sewing problem. She needs 5 wool. Oh, well... For 5 wool, we get a wool thread, so that works out. Because it's normally 8 to 1. And 27 coins, so it really wasn't worth taking her quest, but that's alright.
Only the best products here.
So we need flax. We need 4 flax. And we need... I already forgot how much wool.
Goodbye.
5 wool. No. Where are you going?
Hail, best goods in the valley. Friend. Whatever you need.
So
I've
let's
got
sell
it.
you as many vials as you'll take. Which looks like all of them. And then we can sell you some flaxseed.
Goodbye.
We haven't had a king's quest in a while, and that makes me a little nervous.
Hail, friend. Whatever you need, I've got it.
Okay, so we need rye, and we need 50 of it, because I forgot to save some back. Which isn't a huge deal, because we have the flax to make up for the money loss, but...
See you soon.
I would prefer to have profit rather than that. How are we doing on money anyway? We're almost to 400,000. Only have like 13,000 more to go to be at 400,000. That is super exciting. Oh, yeah, so's mine. Alexander the Bad. But we're in excellent condition with him, which gives us minus 20% taxes. Who'd have thought that you could buy your way in with the king? My first quest for him was absolutely brutal. He wanted 5 grand and it was like halfway through year 1. And then the second time he asked for money, it was only 1,500. And I was like, that's chump change at that point. And then he wanted us to kill a bunch of stuff, and that one wasn't too bad. What button did I just hit that is making my horse walk? There we go. I accidentally missed my control keys and wound up hitting caps lock, and then I hit something else in caps lock and my horse decided that it was now in walk mode. What? No, thank you. Alright, so this shouldn't take too long, although we are going to have to do that third field mostly by ourselves, because there's no way that they're going to get caught up in time. And then I still have that milk that we need to convert. It really doesn't help that I just flooded ourselves with buckets too, so a lot of our weight is probably taken up by buckets at the moment. As there were like 30-some buckets out in the cow shed that is no more. Kind of curious to see what the growth on the orchard looks like. But I think if we make some iron knives to sell, that'll give us a crap ton more money, because those are worth a lot. But it will also free up a bunch of space, because each of those iron bars is a kilogram. I think it's 2 per knife. And we are going to have to sell those through the stores, though. Because there's no way in hell that the villages are going to be able to afford a bunch of knives. Especially not like 100 of them. Okay, how many... Yeah, what's our storage in here look like? Okay, we should be okay there. So let's go ahead and take management fields. So that third field... So it still needs... still needs 20 fertilizer. That's not that bad. Do do do. Do do do. I'm really hoping... Oh, wow, yeah. Look at him go. I'm really hoping that we will be able to get some extra farmers, people coming off of leave, but also from the farming buildings that we no longer have, so that we can put them in both the barn and the farming sheds to hopefully get these done a little bit more, so hopefully we won't have to deal with this field as much ourselves. I would like to not have to deal with it at all. We are now capped in farming level, so there's no real benefit to us doing this over them doing this, because you still get technology XP from the NPCs doing stuff. Okay. I don't know. Do we still have half a bag left? If we still have half a bag left, we're in good shape. So that'll let us get through this. I'm trying to find ways, though, to get us the same amount of building XP that we're used to without it soaking all of our time off camera. Because making that flatbread was just absolutely insane. And this isn't contributing at all. As far as that style of XP goes, we do not have half a bag here. I mean, it's contributing to farming technology, but we don't particularly need a lot of that at the moment. So we need 6 eggs as well to get our food stocks back up. I think it's nice that the cooking counts as well towards that. Yeah, I know you guys aren't doing jack all, are you? Alright, and that's the last of our milk. Alright, and just 2 scrambled eggs. I think, though, that the iron knives are going to be... I'm hoping that they give more tech XP. I've been focusing on cooking for money making. Yeah, it does level up multiple skills. That is for sure. So let's go ahead and steal 100 of this, Rye is an R. There we go. So steal 100 of this, and then let them duke it out for the rest of it. Are you cooking potage? Hunting, farming, and production. Oh yeah, I guess hunting for the meat, if you, because you said that you only had 1 villager. I actually feel like this goes a little bit smoother if you crab walk than it does going forward. I wish I'd tried this earlier. Ah. Well, don't forget your stone knives. It's only crafting XP, but it is worth quite a lot in the early days. Also, if you've got a workshop up, any excess sticks that you wind up with, you can make ladles and spoons out of. So rye I don't think is going to be particularly useful to you in the early game, because you can't make the flatbread until you get access to the kitchen tier 2. But flax is always worth a lot of money. And I did release the videos today that I had promised a week ago. Your spork lady is spending her days making spoons. Oh no! I kind of wish that they would give you the recipe for sporks after you finish that quest. I really do. I feel like that would have been something neat, like an unlockable recipe, so to speak. But yeah, I did get both the videos out, the one with the math and the one without the math, for reference. For anybody that's interested, they are posted now. They got their own playlist that is not revolving around the Let's Play, even though they're directly cut from there. But I did change the intro. But I'm hoping that those videos will help people. Oh, that's, you know, honestly, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Because if you look at where we're at here, I mean, we're almost to the bottom of all the tech trees. We bum rush through everything, and I'm horribly notorious amongst my friend group for doing that. But, like, our kid, we had our kid in the first year. And he's still, like, not even half grown yet. He's 7. And we're basically at the end of everything. So I think maybe playing slower. Also, the best you can get out of hobos is a skill level of 3. If you could do the wife quests for villagers, those guys have a 6 in something, and usually a 3 in everything else. So you might actually be doing it the smart way, to be completely honest. Provided you're willing to invest that kind of time. Which obviously you are, you wouldn't be doing it. Right. Well, the gaming community, I mean, gamers have always been assholes. It doesn't matter what developers do. We will always find something wrong with it. Every single time. But the slow burn games, I absolutely adore them. But most of the gaming community doesn't like those types of games. Particularly the younger crowd. They want that instant gratification. And again, that's a generalization. There are some of the younger crowd that do enjoy the slow burn games. But that's not... And unfortunately, those of us who do enjoy the slow burn games, we are no longer the target audience because we're not the youngins. And I'm glad that there are still some games like X4 like this that come out that are still for us. Yep. Every single NPC. Find every chest, kill every enemy, find the hidden quests that nobody else knew about because you talked to that one asshole 6 times. No, I feel you there. I actually, I used to use strategy guides way back in the day when they were still printed. And I had one by Prima for Final Fantasy VII. And I found a materia that was not in their all materia listed strategy guide. So I sent them a letter explaining to them where I found it, what I did to get to it. Because it was actually in the snowy area where the maze is. There's an element materia which is blue, and it blends in with the snow. You almost can't see it even if you know where it's at. And I was just wandering around hitting X, and or circle rather, and I happened to pick it up. And I pointed out to them where it was and everything that I did to get to it, and they actually gave me a free strategy guide of my choosing because I found one that wasn't in their strategy guide that advertised all materia found. I was super excited by that. So yeah, there's something to be said for being the person to discover things like that. They still need the explorers, like it or not. Okay, donkey. You gonna live with the horses now? That's fine. You can live with the horses, buddy. You can live wherever you want. I am really, really, really hoping that it keeps him in this enclosure and doesn't get rid of him when I destroy this building. Because he has been our friend, and I cannot bring myself to sell him. I just can't. So if we lose money because he just disappears, it is what it is. We're going to pretend that he went wandering the roads. You're not our donkey. Do we have 2 donkeys right now? No? Did you just teleport? Like, what the hell, man? Please don't disappear. Oh, he didn't disappear! He's still here! Ha! Ha 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 ha! Yeah, I run into that a lot too. I actually, when I was out running my errands today, I saw somebody with a bumper sticker that was grammatically incorrect, and it took everything I had not to yell out the window because her window was down and tell her that it was wrong. And it kills me a little inside sometimes. It wasn't your issue. Although I did have somebody from corporate once sent me an email that said "You're welcome, YOUR," and I actually replied back to them because I felt that was incredibly unprofessional. But yeah, there was a lady who had a bumper sticker today that got under my skin because it was grammatically incorrect. I can totally feel your pain there. Yay! Oh, the donkey. Yeah, we got to keep donkey. I'm so excited about that. It's stupid, I know, but I love that guy. Donkey and I have been through some shit. You know what we're going to do with these? We're going to take these out, and we're going to put them in with the in the bucket that she's got, or barrel that she's got next to where she's filling them. Oh, it does show that we have one homeless animal up there, though. Unfortunately, that's going to be that way until he dies. I just needed the... Oh, wow. We can't fit any more buckets there either. Alright, then. So, let's fill these. And then I'm going to go and stick them in the kitchen so that they can use them for making the flatbreads. And that's how we're going to deal with the extra weight for now. So we should have somebody... I don't know if we have anybody unemployed by that. I don't think we had anybody employed there. Oh, man. We're 10,500 away from 400,000. So close. I already stuffed buckets in here. Fantastic. Yeah, this is becoming a problem. Very, very quickly. You know, we can turn off fishing spears, too. I forgot that I still had them making fishing spears. So we don't have anybody in the fishing hut anymore. And I might actually deconstruct the fishing hut. So did that give us somebody jobless? We do have 2 jobless. So this one could be a farmer. And this one... Oh! Oh! She's back! Excellent. So one of these stalls has somebody with a terrible skill. She's a 5. 10. Oh! That one doesn't even have anybody right now. Okay, so that's a thing. There we go. Fixes that. Okay, now who else was jobless? Rudolphina. So we can put her in one of the... farming. Farming. Or animal. Nope, the animals are good now. So let's put her in the barn to help out there. Now something I do need to do is figure out which 2 are on our farm sheds and make sure that they are living close to the fields. So we've got Roland and we've got Nawoja. So I think Roland's family lives here. Nope. Okay, so N for Nawoja. So they should have just flipped houses. And then Roland lives here. Roland lives in one of these. I just don't remember which one. Okay, was it this one? No. What the hell? Although Dobromir lives here. So we'll leave him there. And we will put Roland in this house. R for Roland. Oh! Oh my god. They are husband and wife. Also, she's about to have another baby. Why? They already have one. Oh my god. Somebody get them some prophylactics. This is getting out of hand. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so we got that seeded. These guys are doing really well on these. They got everything picked and more than halfway fertilized, which is good. So yeah, I guess our option at this point is to try to alleviate some weight by whatever means necessary. So what can we do? So these weigh half each. And then how much do the... Those weigh 0.2 apiece. So I think by making these into... we need to make sure that we're not still selling them though. The clay vials. That's a resource. No, we're not still selling them. Okay. So should be able to reduce weight by turning these into clay vials. Not by a terrible lot, but it'll get rid of some. And then we can make some other vials to get rid of some weight there as well. So while that cooks, I'm going to go grab a soda. I will be right back. And I'm back. So you know, something that would be kind of cool for this game, rather than just the instant crafting thing, because with the instant crafting turned on, you still do one full normal craft, but like all 72 would be done with the cycle of one. It would be cool if there was a setting that was less cheaty to have that still instant crafting time, but have it actually pass the in-game time, because the equation's already run for timer. Like, you know that this is, what, 5.4 seconds each craft, so have it do all 72 at once, but take that much game time, the equivalent amount of game time, as if you were still passing time. I feel like that would be the real happy medium there. Because that would give the people that are complaining about how grindy the game is, that would give them the instant gratification while still keeping in that difficulty of managing time as a resource. In theory, anyway. So the worst part about this for streaming is the craft times. Like, that's... I regret it for that, because you guys basically get stuck staring at the crafting screen just like I do. But it's nice that we're doing this completely vanilla for people that want a vanilla playthrough, to be aware of things like it takes a full season to deal with three fields worth of rye, kind of a thing. And I really do want to optimize that. I think when spring hits again, during our rye harvest, I'm going to have them thresh it. And then I'm going to have to grind it so that we keep back what we need to keep back. And then we're going to have the cooks cook it and sell it. Because the flatbread itself goes bad over time, but the flour does not. So by doing it the way that I've been doing it, like some of that flour or some of the flatbread's going bad. I think it's gonna sell before it goes all the way bad, but I feel like we could probably get that a little bit more smooth. I'm also thinking about backing off our sticks and stones a little bit and doing iron knives, increasing our iron knife amount instead of the stone knife amount, just because the amount of money made off of them is so much more. The sad part is even as many as I have them producing, we're still making more on top of it because we have so much stick and stone coming in. I'm thinking about tearing down the fishing hut as well. We don't really use it for anything anymore. Our money and labor are better spent elsewhere. I wish that there was something other than the herbalist shack and the fishing hut for the survival people, though, because I'm going to pull the herbalist off as well. Because we're not making potions enough to keep up with what she's harvesting, so there's no real point in having it. Pretend rant. Why I have so many sticks, why the number keeps going up, even though stick is the only thing I have on. Yep. Are you using the same amount that you're pulling in, though? As that's one of the issues that we were having, is we are pulling in way more than we can possibly process. Alright, well, that's a... oh, you also get sticks when you chop trees. That might be where they're coming from. And you get a fair amount when you chop trees as well. Oh, well, congratulations on your pretend baby. That's exciting, though. Your heir's born. What are you going to name it? Oh my god, the firewood is still out of hand. What is happening? Tatomir? Is that a play on, like, calling him a tater? Oh, gotcha. Oh my god. Yeah, we have so many rocks and sticks. And it's only been like a day or two. This is insane. So it's 2 extra seconds per craft, but instead of 60 coins, we're getting several hundred. So I feel like that's worth it. I feel like this is a better use of our time than making stone knives. And eventually, if we can get our build limit down low enough by destroying buildings that we're not really using, we might be able to get another mine up. Because right now we're still processing twice the iron that we're actually bringing in. Which means I should really go on another iron run soon. The problem with making these 15 iron knives is trying to sell them is going to be a bit touchy, because I don't want to oversell iron knives. We still need them for our people. Yeah, that might be a problem. Oh, man. 800 sticks. Do you have a bunch of rocks? Because if you have a bunch of rocks, just make stone knives and go ham selling them. Let's see. So we're moving slowly but surely towards the tavern. Let's... Okay, here's what I think we're gonna do. We're gonna go to extraction. Oh, shit. First, we're gonna go to the builder's hut and have him actually repair stuff. And then we're gonna go to extraction. So you're pulling in limestone. Oh man, we've been a person short, and we're still producing way too much stone. No, not clay. Limestone. Yeah, that's an option. So let's see. What do you have for workers here? A 3 and a 3. So Gotard and Robert. Do we have 2 Roberts? No, one's a Roland. So we can put Gotard in here. There we go. And then that'll let us tear down one of them. It's the farthest one again. Now the real problem is we're removing jobs, so when people come back to work from having babies. Is this the empty one? I believe so. Yes. At least we're starting to get some of our build supply back. So if we look at our management, yeah, now we have 8 buildings that we can build. Unfortunately, most of them realistically should be houses, but that would actually house like half the kids. A little over half. If we built 8 houses. But we need to keep 2 back, so we actually only have 6 available building. Now, do we have anybody in the fishing shed at the moment? It's under hunting? We do not. So let's take it down. So I'm tired of repairing this damn thing anyway. Is there a reason you're standing behind my house with a lit torch while my wife and child are sleeping inside? Oh, I ask questions, then you walk away? I mean, his name is Nimrod, so, I mean, that's the thing. Yeah, jog on. What's in this storage? Are you kidding me? All those times she bitched about not having knives, and there were 3 in the chest right there. Alright, I'm not going to fool with this fish at all. I'm just going to put it in the rot container. Maybe? There it goes. Oh, it's almost rotted anyway. I wouldn't mind getting an extra tailor up as well. I feel like that could be useful too. Okay, so we've got... So we've got those knives that we can sell as well. The iron knives. I do want to keep one of those back for ourselves. How are we doing on iron knives in here? Holy moly. We're producing way more than we're selling. Alright, so that's a thing. Let's go ahead and sleep, because that should wake us up about the time that villagers start doing stuff, which means we can run around on a cell run. Because we only did kind of a half-ass cell run last time. We missed most of the villages, because we were trying to get those cherry saplings. But I think with these extra building slots... Yeah, I was worried about selling too many, and I feel like that's... We went too far in the other direction. Okay, so we're gonna sleep, because we should wake up when all the villagers start moving around. Yep. Which means by the time that we get to a village, we should be able to actually do stuff with it. Well, and remember too that we did that math and we balanced everything perfectly. The problem is, as people level, those numbers shift. So they might be producing more now than they were when we calculated it, or the person who's selling might have been out pregnant, so rather than a 10 selling stuff, we actually only have a 5 or something. I mean, there's lots of things that could have gone horribly wrong there, but yeah, it is good that we're making more than we're selling. Just selling these is going to be a problem because of how much they're worth. I mean, they're worth 300. Which also means that we would much rather have them sold through our shop anyway, because the villagers take a percentage, so we're only getting 240. We're losing 60 coins for every one of these that we sell to these people.
See you soon.
That's right, we already hit these guys and we hit the ones up over the top. We hit Denica, we hit Lenica, we hit Rolnica. So we need to go to Tukti. Wonder if we can make the run to Tukti on one stamina bar. We're about to find out. I remember I used to get so excited about finding those wagons. Now I'm like, I really don't need more planks. And we just keep riding. This area, though, is where I always encounter the bandits, and it makes me nervous. My very first ever village was right here. On this side of the river. It's not a bad place to build, just that triangle in the middle makes it awkward because you can't build over the roads. But it's okay. Also, trees were kind of an issue there. Wait, did we hit Tukti too? No, no, we did not. Okay. So let's sell as many of these as we can. 4. She can buy 4 of the 50. And then top it up with flaxseed. Ooh, too far. Alright. What you got for me? Okay, how many knives can you buy? 5. Excellent. And top it off with the flaxseed. Yes. And the herbalist.
How do you do? Only goods of the highest quality.
Can you buy potions from herbalists? You can. Honestly, with as cheap as these potions are. Does she have the potion of... Well, she's got sobriety. The potion that allows you to respec. I don't think she does. I think you have to make that yourself. Weight, temperature, strength, stamina, sobriety, saturation? No. Satiety? No. Night vision, instant healings, instant cure, health, healing, cure, and camouflage. No. She does not have the respec potion. So we can buy, and you can even buy poison here. Yeah, there's no real reason. These are also reasonably priced at 48 per poison. I mean, that the instant healing 2s are only 60 apiece. The weight potions are 72 apiece. I mean, honestly, we don't even need to keep our herbalism shack up. They're cheap enough to buy. I'm just scrambling to try to get as much build space back as we can. We were in Tukti. What do you mean, Rolnica? Oh, the continent? I believe so. The valley, rather. That sounds right. The hunter's not in the house, is she? No. You are, though.
Let me show you my wares.
Okay. Oh, we are so close. We only need 60,000 more. Alright, where the hell is the hunter? Ah, she was in the house. Oh, he. Gisella's, I guess, the female hunter.
Take care.
Yeah. Well, be careful tabbing in and out, because I've noticed that sometimes it traps my mouse where I can't turn or look up and down. I can still move and I can strafe, but I can't turn. And I have to actually menu to get it to fix itself. Although we do absolutely enjoy the chats.
How can I help? Whatever you need, I've got it. Goodbye.
Hail, friend. Best goods in the valley.
Okay. 2,000.
See you soon.
If we can clean out 2 more vendors, we will be at 400,000. Or 300,000. Nope, 400,000. We're almost to 500,000. Well, 80% of the way there. I feel like if the king knew that, he would ask for a lot more in taxes.
Hail, only the best products here. Friend, have a good day.
Are you just determined to get stuck on everything you can, horse? Is that what's going on? Were they in the house too the whole time? Son of a... I didn't even see her over there.
Only the best products here. Treating you. See you soon.
That did it. We just hit 400,000 coins. That's exciting. That is very, very exciting. And hopefully with the streamlining we can get our passive income to increase as well. Thank you. Yeah, I'm hoping that by removing some of these buildings and introducing some others and dropping some of the stuff that... Like the cheese, that's great that they're worth 100 apiece, but it's 3 steps to craft. So hopefully by switching some of that around, we can wind up making more money faster. And just cutting out some of the stuff that we don't care about as much. These big sales are nice and all, but the money per minute isn't really there.
How is that? Whatever you need, I've got it. I'm treating you. Goodbye.
I've been a vendor since
Okay,
before
so
you could-
our iron knife's still at 48%. We're just going to sell all 5. That's fine.
Welcome.
Almost to 405,000 already. Shit. And that was just with a handful of knives. With some flaxseed for topping off. Yeah, our exotic person isn't here to this day either. So I think they do only come occasionally. I thought they were a staple, but apparently not. We were just lucky our first handful of times through here.
Phew. Have a good day.
Or they died of old age. I don't know. I'm surprised Edwin will deal with me since we basically convinced his kid to run off under the sunset.
Have a good day.
Completely left the valley. Or who knows, maybe he's happy with his kid for being better. I have 15 buckets of water on me. We're gonna sell a bunch of them. Just because. Okay. Well, we almost hit 410,000. That's ridiculous. We made a lot of money in a very short period of time. Oh, holy crap. The map. Our village is just swarming with people. That's nuts. I screenshot it. So we reduced the amount of stones that we're bringing in. That's going to help. We're going to have to, here shortly, reduce the amount of sticks that we're bringing in as well. The problem is I don't know what to shift them to. Yeah, I drifted too far to the side. That's alright though, he can't keep up with our horse. Silly wolf. Whee! Okay. Well, no, I don't want to sell off the clay vials. I really want to keep those on us. Okay, so let's see what's going on with our production here. So we are selling 4.8 iron knives, and we are making... Where's production? Oh. Well, that's why our stone was building up. The one place that we had doing the most stone knives doesn't have anybody there because apparently both of them were pregnant. So we're making 8.59 iron knives, and we are only selling... four. Okay. So let's back off on these a little bit. And we will up these a little bit. Say to 7? I feel like 2 knives a day is a bit much for iron. So we'll leave it at 7 and see how that shakes out. The downside is we're now only selling 5 stone knives a day. Although we only have a couple of days left to selling bronze shears, and then we can take them off the list and add that 11% back to stone knives, I suppose. So if we look at our people... Who is an adult without a job? We don't have any. So we have production out of an entire shed that's not getting... Well, they're mostly making stone knives, so I guess I can pick up that slack. Our hats are getting out of hand again. So we're not selling as many hats as we're making either. So if we look at our sewing hut, how many hats are we making? 4? 4. We're making 4 hats. So in the clothes stall, how many hats are we selling? 1 1/4. Or 1 3/4. Simple shoes are nice and all, but they're worth quite a bit less. And since they take a percentage, I would much rather have them... 4. I would much rather have them selling out... Oh no, I put that the wrong direction. Okay, so the shoes we're going to have to sell ourselves. It is what it is. Is the clothes stall person... Oh, they're only a 5. So once our 10 comes back, we might be able to jigger that again to get more beneficial. But we can at least sell the shoes by hand and let them worry about the hats themselves. So the leather is absolutely out of hand again. That's where a lot of the weight's coming from. Alright. Oh, shit, it's 8:30. So I'm going to go ahead and queue up a lot of simple shoes to be crafted. And we're probably going to go ahead and call the stream here for today. I mean, we did pretty well. We got some of the buildings torn down, which gives us more building options. We did hit 410,000 coins. So we're well on our way to the 500,000. And we got our orchard up, so that's exciting. And we're working on fixing our production to be more beneficial. We got rid of some of the useless production. And hopefully that will free me up to not have to spend so damn long making the flatbread as well. So if you have learned anything useful tonight, if you had a good time, please don't be afraid to drop a like. If you're feeling friendly, maybe go ahead and subscribe. But either way, you guys have a fantastic rest of your night, and I will catch you next time.